Yo, what's up? It's Fun Sons in the Slam Dungeon. We are back with Season 2. We know it's been a little bit, so to make up for that, we got some killer regional bands on this season. And to kick things off, we got an episode here for you with Implements of Hell. We thank you guys so much for the support, all of the kind words. I know I sound like a goddamn broken record when I say that, but it means the world to us. Thank you so much for all of the support. So let's get on with this episode. Hey guys, what's up? This is the season opener for Fun Sons in the Slime Dungeon. Right now I am here with my homies in Implements of Hell. Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Colorado. How you guys doing?
Hey,
pretty good. Thank you for having us.
Hell yeah. So, talk to me. What's the music scene like in Las Vegas, where you guys are from?
Honestly, it's I want to say it's not that great. It used to be a lot better in the past.
Really?
But
it depends on what scene, because I mean, there's a hardcore scene,
there's a lot
and
more
then there's the death metal scene. We got Las Vegas Death Fest every year, so that's doing its thing, pulling it down. But like, you know, for Las Vegas, as far as like a lot of tours and stuff, they usually skip us and stuff. So
that's okay.
It depends on the size of the band. A lot of big tour packages will just skip us, but besides that, I mean, there's still like young kids going out to like a lot of hardcore shows.
Yeah, if you look for it, then you can like find it, and then you could have a lot of fun and stuff like that.
But it was definitely like pretty strong going back to like when we started back in like the mid 2000s and to late 2000s.
The MySpace days.
Yeah. MySpace days. So would you guys consider yourselves a MySpace band, or?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We started.
For sure.
We got, what was it?
2006.
What I was going to say is we got probably 250K listens on one of our songs, and that's how we got the attention of our first label, which was Mocha Mementos in Tokyo.
Oh, shit.
Now we're on Amputated Vein, which is also in Japan, so I don't know, Japanese labels just
they like the
us,
slams, dude.
Yeah, they're
like
pretty,
the slams.
Dude,
they're pretty wild.
Like
with a lot of energy.
With Taiwan, you know, they're with slam bands, you know, they're always like, come to Taiwan.
Yeah.
Indonesia
too.
And I'm good friends with my twin, Larry Wang, who we have our own project together, just me and him, Umbilical Asphyxia.
Oh, okay.
So when he comes to town and stuff, I kick it with him and we hang out. And last year we did a pre-fest with Maggot Colony, and both of my bands had played. It was originally Cordyceps, which was now Depulsed, but it was Implements of Hell played first, and then it was Maggot Colony, and then me again. So I had like a double set with Maggot Colony sandwich in the middle.
Holy shit. So
yeah, tasty sandwich.
Here's the thing about Larry Wang, though. Like, he's in like so many fucking bands. Like, he's in fucking Corporal-Cephalic. He's in Fatuous Rump. I fucking dig that band.
Corporo Cavernosa.
Yep. Gorepot.
Facelift Deformation.
Yep. Like, dude.
That's already like 4 or 5 bands.
Yeah. Like, bring the fuck back Corporal-Cephalic.
Corporal-Cephalic,
yeah.
Amazing.
Like that.
It's all on the guitarist. You know, he was doing his own thing, doing some new metal stuff, which was really good actually. And I think it's just about getting him back in. But I've begged him a bunch of times, like, you guys need to, you know, because all their, you know, the last release was just insane.
Larry Wang, you stoned fuck! If you're hearing this right now, we want you to bring Corporal-Cephalic back. Like, seriously. I'm pretty sure everybody in this van like wants Corporal-Cephalic back to put another album out.
I saw somebody inside just now with a long sleeve.
Oh shit! I think I did see that guy. So, this is how many times have you guys played Colorado here? Second time.
Well, the first time we came, we played Surfside 7 in Fort Collins, and then we played the Bar downtown. For me, this is like my 4th time, because I've been here twice with my other band as well.
Okay.
Playing at the Bar West Coast tour with Cerebral Incubation.
But are we counting multiple times
just separate,
that we
but
play
I'm just saying
in the same like state?
Just
or
twice.
Is it just twice that we've been to
the first time Colorado was Fort Collins and Denver, and then this time Denver again. So for Implements, anyways.
What other band are you in, or?
So the other band I'm in is Depulsed, which was formerly Cordyceps, but we split ways with our drummer.
Oh, yeah.
He stayed in Cordyceps, and he's rebuilding right now with a Unique Leader. And Depulsed went back to New Standard Elite, which was Cordyceps' original label, and we just decided to do our own thing and change the name, you know, for us. And Yeah, we're going to be releasing something on New Sounder Elite this year. Right when I get back to Vegas, I'll be there for 2 days before we go on our tour with Cerebral Effusion, Molested Divinity, Indecent Excision. We're going to tour from Texas up to Chicago Domination Fest. It'll be my 3rd year playing. These guys are going to fly out, so I'll have another 2 set there between Implements and Repulsed here at Chicago.
It's going to be a good show.
Hell yeah.
You make it out to
We just both played Las Vegas Death Fest too, so I had a double set
shit.
there. So double sets are becoming my thing, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Trying to get my fans on everything I can.
So real quick, let's go around this fan real quick. It doesn't even have to be slam. It could be anything. What is your guys' favorite album right now? Like, just anything.
Let's start with up front. So Justin, your favorite album, like right now or period? His answer's probably the same as mine.
Probably, I would say Volvadinia Finis. I always listen to that like every day.
That's a sick album.
Front to back.
Demo, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
For me, it'll always be Digested Flesh's Answer to Infection. It's old school, but it stood the test of time, and it'll always be like my favorite Slam album.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my biggest influence, and a big influence for the band. We used to cover Spinal Cord Reconstruction, and I spoke to the singer, and he actually saw that YouTube video a long time ago. So they were on Macabre Mementos, same as us back in the day.
Really? Wow.
Definitely a main influence for us.
Mm.
Oh yeah. What about back here? What you guys been blasting lately that you just can't get enough of?
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of R&B.
Oh
my. Okay.
A lot of Turnover, a lot of Title Fight.
Nice. All right.
Molesting the Decapitated.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Mostly, like, actually lately it's been like Black Dahlia's like Miasma.
Oh, dude.
And
I fuck with Black Dahlia heavily, dude.
I love that shit. It's fucking, oh my god, it's amazing.
It's honestly one of the bands that like started me like on death metal and shit.
Elijah and I don't know what album it is, but I like Tyranny. That's a fun band, but
I think they're mostly demos.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's like, what the fuck do you call that album?
I say, for me, my favorite album, it never changes. It's always, it's a weird one. Metal elitists probably aren't gonna like it, even though I am kind of a metal elitist. But Steely Dan, Asia.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I love the funk. I love the jazz, blues, all that good shit. But you know, getting raised on fucking death metal and shit like that.
Hell yeah. So speaking of jazz, have you ever heard of a brutal death metal band called Bio Noise Generator?
Yes, I have.
No. So I'm pretty sure you could agree with me. There's like some heavy jazz influence in it. Like it's brutal death metal, but like there's like tons of saxophone in it, and it's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty off the wall.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking dope.
Yeah. Shit, where the fuck are they from?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Bio Noise Generator.
Probably from the fucking Crossroads.
Probably, dude.
They're from the sticks. The boonies.
Yeah. So let's get away from music real quick. What are your guys' hobbies besides, you know, playing the music that you guys love to play? Like, you guys like playing video games, watching horror movies? Like, what's up? What do you guys like to do on your free time?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I mean, that's my favorite pastime right there, buddy.
Well, this is true. I like to drink, and I like to eat, and I like to ride bikes.
Hell yeah.
This guy likes to work out.
Oh, yeah?
Powerlifting.
Do you like to get swole full?
Of course.
You couldn't tell, like if you look at him, but, you know.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. This is an ongoing joke.
He's been putting in time.
Hell yeah.
He's got a ways to go, but
so, what about you guys up front there?
For hobbies, I don't know. Smoking weed.
Masturbating.
Oh, that shit's lame.
music.
That with GTA 5.
Oh, hell yeah. You play GTA Online at all? Or? Hell yeah.
Yep,
hell
Brutality 710.
Yeah, dude, they just released a new like update for the map where they added a casino. Yeah. Shit looks pretty dope. And go fuck some shit up Vegas style.
I'm pretty old school when it comes to games. Like I'm stoked for the new FF7 remake.
Hell yeah!
I already pre-ordered it, the
Hell
deluxe version, and
I'm actually really excited. You better let me play that shit, motherfucker.
So
having a party for that.
the only thing that I'm a little bit on the fence with on the remake is they're splitting it up like into they're making it episodic almost, which I mean I'm okay with.
Episodic wouldn't really be the word I would use because each installment is going to be its own full game, and not only that, the first installment of just Midgar is going to be 2 discs, so you're actually almost getting double a normal game. They're just expanding a shit ton on it. So I mean, there's goods and bads because you're not going to just make one purchase and have the whole thing, but you're gonna get like more story, more like expansive, like
like more in
game basically out of it in the end of when it's all said and done.
From what I had seen, it was like 12 with Dirge of Cerberus.
Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah. Whatever. Fuck. Like it looks like a really awesome game.
Dirge's gameplay kind of sucked, but but this is gonna be cool.
Dirge.
The battle system's going to be split between real time and also like slowing down and choosing options, so it's kind of a hybrid, and you'll be able to choose what you want to do. So it sounds like
they like do it super fast.
I saw that they went with like a real time like battle system, like in Final Fantasy. Did that?
Yeah, absolutely. But they fixed a lot of issues because with FF15 you could literally just not even pay attention, just hit the button and just like fight in auto, like without even paying attention. But with this, it's going to be like you can switch between characters.
Wait, you could do that in 15?
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point of
it was pretty
playing?
It was pretty like simple, and it ran into a lot of walls. So I think that they got it right this time.
Yeah, I think the reason I liked 15 the most.
Be able to do that now.
I liked 15 a lot because of like the interactions between the characters. Like
the story.
Yeah, well, kinda, cause like I'm not sure if like you skipped these or not, but like if you just sat there and like watched them like drive around in the car, they just talked, and I thought that was a very good way to get to know the characters a little bit more. Like, oh hey,
like sort of create like an interpersonal like relationship between so you can get to know the character and be like in there.
Yeah, exactly. And
I like that too, but I wish it wasn't in the car because I miss the feeling of like in the old ones being in the airship and like seeing the whole world.
Yeah.
But instead just focus on the car and it's like not really getting to like experience like just the world around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I totally feel that. Is there any other games coming out that you guys are excited for? Or?
Shit.
New
like,
Bioshock.
Oh, what?
A new Bioshock.
Is it really?
That's what I've heard.
The one that
I don't know what kind of world they would choose. I don't know.
Okay.
What I'm about to say isn't, or even.
What is it? What is it?
You ever seen Sword Art Online?
Yes.
Yeah, imagine that. That's gonna happen. It hasn't
like
happened yet. Yes.
I thought you meant like a Sword Art Online game.
You mean like a virtual reality?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Sword
you
Art
want.
Wanna be Matrix, motherfucker.
It's called VR Chat. Have you seen that?
Yeah, dude.
That's with all
those
Sonics
videos are
and
fucking
Knuckles.
hilarious.
Yeah, like you've gone to Knuckles.
My queen.
Do you know the way?
I am the cabin now.
Yo, that movie's fucked up.
That was a good ass movie. Based on a true story.
It's a good movie, but that movie's fucked up.
So
Tom Hanks has a.
Speaking of movies, what kind of movies do you guys like? Do you like Godfather? Okay, that's a good one.
I like Edward Norton.
Okay.
And
he's good.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Hell
Those
yeah.
are both incredible actors that haven't been in the spotlight for something negative.
Hey man, that's just like.
Did you see Did you see Spider-Man: Far From Home yet?
Oh, it's so
No.
good.
No.
It's really good. I'm a huge comic book nerd, and I've seen
How'd you feel about
I
Captain
collect a lot
Marvel?
of Spawn.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spawn. I want to fuck you right now. Just
oh
because
yeah,
you
they're
said-
gonna make a new Spawn movie.
Yes!
And it's supposed to be like updated, like
Yeah.
brutal, so I'm
Yeah.
stoked on that.
I'm so stoked for that.
Yeah.
Like, I like Spawn movie. Like, I know it's a little bit cheesy, but
I
like,
like the first one. It
yeah,
was good.
yeah,
Oh, I still like it.
yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Knight trilogy.
I know this guy's
Amazing.
favorite movie's Big Lebowski. What about you,
Dude,
Absolutely.
the
Favorite
Big
movie?
Lebowski.
The dude.
It's a great movie.
The dude.
The dude.
Casino.
I'm the dude.
Everyone.
Okay, Justin's
took a
favorite's
White
Casino.
Russian.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
My
Casino.
favorites
Born
are
and raised in Vegas, so
Fight
Okay.
Club, Eternal Sunshine.
Fight Club. Definitely.
Oh, you only get one, motherfucker.
Well, it's split. It's like a same.
Yeah, it's
Sequel.
like where you can't make a choice.
Yeah.
Mine would be Hereditary. I even have like the demon sigil necklace.
I thought you
Oh,
already
shit.
said Godfather. We
Yeah,
only
you
get
No,
one.
that's just a movie I like.
Honestly,
He said favorite
Yeah,
movie,
you
motherfucker.
ass.
all right, movies. What's your
Favorite
favorite movies? You guys,
Alright,
you
Dark
guys.
Knight trilogy, Lord of the Rings.
Rings is dope.
I'd probably
Shining.
say Donnie Darko
Okay.
or the.
Yeah, that's in my top two.
It's the one with Edward Norton and he's
American
like
History.
about to go to jail.
American History.
Oh yeah,
No.
25 hours.
Yeah, it's 25.
25th
25th hour.
Mm.
Yeah,
That
one.
movie's fucking amazing.
With
Oh,
the money's
he's
in the
in-
couch.
Yeah, he's an incredible fucking actor. It's like,
What about
God
Primal Fear?
What?
Primal Fear.
You
Edward
look like
Norton.
a primal. Primate ass motherfucker.
From lifting.
I'm just you couldn't tell.
So, do you guys like horror movies at all, or?
Yes. Have you seen Rose Red?
I have.
Oh
I
my
have.
god, that one fucking creeped me the fuck out forever.
So there's quite a few horror movies coming out this year, like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark,
Chapter 2.
It Chapter 2,
Terrifier 2.
Yeah,
Terrifier was fucking bomb.
I forgot the name of it. That one
no.
movie from Rob Zombie.
The 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
the third.
Yeah, you guys excited for that one? Or?
Fuck yeah, dude. I remember watching that movie on a sick day. I played sick from school when I was in like
To see Devil's Rejects?
like 5th or 6th.
Fucking
No,
hooligan.
well, I didn't do it to see the movie, but that was the movie that I ended up watching on that day, and I fucking remember that day, dude, because that movie fucked me
I
up
remember
for a
House of a
minute.
Thousand Corpses. That's one of my
No,
favorites.
you're
Hell
really-
yeah.
When you're really young, dude, like, yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses,
Yeah, I was probably
Devil's
like 10,
Rejects.
dude, when I saw it.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah,
chicken
man.
fucker part.
Hell yeah.
Do I look like I fuck chickens?
That shit was funny.
So
I liked it.
let's get back into the music thing real quick. As a band with Implements of Hell, what would you guys say is your biggest influences?
Well, that's
Right, yeah.
with the concept, like, because right now, we do like now, a lot of stuff on the 6 or 7. Digest the Flesh, a lot of our local, like, heavy deathcore kind of bands, like Autopsy and Victorian, other stuff like that. So, like, my pretty deathcore kind of stuff, and then we have the range of us, that kind of stuff.
I think if there's one album that all of us can agree on that was super
Oh, fuck
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I mean, that was a huge record for a lot of the deathcore kids.
Oh, yeah,
and now
yeah.
death metal kids. You know, because you kind of make that gradual evolution.
We wanted to take the grooviness of like slam and stuff like that, but like do heavy breakdowns and stuff like that. So, you know, we have like a few steps here and there, and like the vocals are just like that over the route.
Oh yeah.
And the old school slams too, like, you know, any of the old school Sucko or anything off Pierce.
Waking the Cadaver was a huge one
Shit
for us
like
too.
that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We got Dom on our back in the day. That was everyone's profile song in the Cadaver piece, and it was like original lyrics. So it made sense when we recorded that to just have him on that and it worked perfectly. So like he influenced me a lot. So like the stuff is all right.
What was the album you'd say that started you on heavier shit? Like right now, I'm gonna say that this is kind of funny, and I've also,
told this on a previous episode. The first time I ever discovered like death metal or deathcore or whatever was through the game Rock Band. So I had a buddy who like got it for Christmas, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I just downloaded a bunch of shit, you know, a bunch of new songs and shit." I'm like, "Okay, cool, I'll come over and play with you." So one of the songs, I don't remember the name of the song, but it was from Whitechapel. You know, thinking about it, I think it was This Is Exile.
Okay, second album.
Yeah. I remember.
Or something.
Yeah, I actually think
it was Possession.
it was either Possession or the title track.
Yeah, that was the first video they made.
Yeah.
The one with like super chaotic.
Yeah. And then I remember, you know, playing that with him, and I'm like, bro, this shit's fucking sick. Like, let's play this again. And we played it again. I'm like, dude, let's play it just one more time, because I really like this music. And then, you know, we played it again, and I went home that night, and then my dad, he would always, you know, buy shit on iTunes. And he didn't give a fuck if, like, you know, I came up to him and I was like, hey, you should buy me this band's music or whatever. And sure enough, you know, I just went up to him and I'm like, hey, you should buy me this band's music, Whitechapel, you know. And then he did that, like, overnight, you know, and then...
Hey, you're super lucky. My parents were never buying that shit. They took my shit away.
And he was like, okay, whatever. So he downloaded it, and then I remember him handing me... I think I had an iPod at the time, but anyways, he handed it to me and he's like, "You're fucking crazy for liking this." And then I just remember listening to that album on the bus on the way to school, and I'm just like, "Bro, this shit's fucking awesome." And then
my family thinks I'm doing that.
yeah, same here.
I have hell tattooed on my right fist.
Oh,
it says
shit.
Hell Sent, but
Hail Satan.
Satan?
That goes back to our band's namesake, which is our
Satan.
original bassist came up with it.
Okay.
It was Albert Fish, the serial killer. His tools that he used to kill people, we call them his implements of hell.
And we're
Oh,
playing
shit.
with a band tonight. It's a Nephrectomy, and one of their
Fuck
songs
yeah.
is Fishing with Albert Fish.
Fuck yeah, those the homies.
I want to
Those the
say that they
homies.
did that for us, but I think that...
Well, he asked me if that's something that he was on battle, and I said, yeah. I know that he has all the
I really like all the guys.
But yeah, they saved me last time.
Big shout out to James. We're gonna get you on the show at some point.
You're ugly.
Going back to what you were saying though about how we got started, like I had the whole progression from punk to hardcore to metalcore to, you know, so I was listening to Bleeding Through and Throwdown and whatever from before that, listening to Ep1 and the Misfits, which are still like my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got like Black Dahlias and Hollowed, and then I got Cattle Decaps to Serve Man,
Oh,
and
fuck
that's when
yeah.
I was really starting to get like into like I need to do some gutturals and some heavy vocals.
Hell
so.
yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
got those albums, and that's like the first thing you thought.
Yeah, for like as far as like that kind of metal and stuff, like those kind of vocals.
This is why you're the best vocalist in the world.
Thank you.
That is true.
I was probably 13, so.
I like.
And I've been doing vocals like in a band since 06, since we started this band.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, we've been around for a minute, but it was a long haul till we finally.
And I was in
out.
it in the start too.
Yeah, he would come in and out of practice and stuff. So.
Yeah.
You were asking like
I was
when
more
did you
focused on
discover
bikes.
death metal?
When specifically?
Yeah, like
Probably like 12, 13.
I got a very specific answer for this one.
oh boy.
I was probably like 9 or 10 years old, and I was watching Ace Ventura.
Ah!
You already
Cannibal
know where
Corpse.
I'm going.
I already know.
You
I already know
I'm
where you're going with this.
Exactly, and
Number
after,
smash face.
after that, it was like I had to go get fucking eaten back to life, and dude, and then like you learn the full story behind that.
Yeah.
The whole scene.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, like
Jim Carrey wanted that shit to happen.
Jim Carrey loves death metal.
And I
Oh, for
believe,
real?
I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
So,
Respect.
so check this out, dude. Check this out.
Respect to Jim
So,
Carrey.
Yeah, dude.
I believe that
Oh, shit.
Cannibal was on tour when they were supposed to film that scene, and Jim Carrey made the directors reschedule that scene so that Cannibal could come back and actually be legit in the fucking scene, because they wanted to just throw some motherfuckers up on stage as like some deadbeats like us.
So, what's funny is I actually have a DVD explaining all of that. That whole thing.
No shit.
Yeah. So,
Was
and
I
like,
was I correct on any of that?
yes and no. So here's what happened. So, Jim Carrey, he likes bands like Napalm Death, fucking Suffocation,
Yeah, I
Cannibal
did that
Corpse.
interview where he was in some gutturals and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You didn't see that shit?
Jim Carrey does gutturals?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey can do anything.
Oh shit.
So like they were interviewing Alex Webster, and he was like so yeah, Jim Carrey just like made a suggestion like, hey, for this particular scene, let's
Is that the Cannibal DVD?
yes,
I have that one, yeah.
Centuries of Torment.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have that.
He's like, okay, so like let's make a suggestion to the people working on this movie, and let's get this band on. And like they were just sitting there, and then like all of a sudden here comes Jim Carrey, like, oh my god, it's Jim Carrey, and like they were in the movie. Like when I was a kid, it just kind of like went over my head. I'm just like, the fuck is this, and then fucking 15 years later, there I am playing Rock Band with my friend, this is Exile, Whitechapel, and like, okay, this is awesome. And then eventually, I went back to Ace Ventura, and I'm like, what the fuck? What was I thinking when I was 5 years old,
Yeah, I saw it too young, so I mean, if you want to say that I discovered it because I saw that, then I guess, but wasn't like ready for it, I don't think.
Right, yeah.
I was so young when I saw like the first Ace Ventura movies.
So, real quick, does your guys' equipment, let's talk equipment real quick, from when you're on tour, playing shows, whatever, would you guys say that your equipment from when you're recording albums, you're in the studio or whatever, changes from when you're on the road playing shows? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
We use the same guitars,
for what
we
we're
use
playing.
the same drums, we use the same fucking heads, cabs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I would prefer to record with the Kemper.
Okay.
We haven't recorded with Logan yet. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
newer member.
Oh, he's a new member.
Yes, sir.
So is Dom.
Dom is a
Okay.
new member too. He's kind of quiet. He's like shy. The little girl.
He's a little
Yeah, but
girl.
as
He
a,
works out though, so he's buff as
shit.
fuck.
as a
shit.
guitar player though, we're tone chasers for life.
Okay.
That's all that we do is as guitar players. We just chase tone, the
I
best
only
tone
use
that you can
solid
get.
state.
Yeah.
We've always tuned to A since we started.
Yeah, drop
A.
A.
What's
And
funny?
I only do solid state.
What's funny is last season we had Cranium on the show. We had Jack, who's their new vocalist.
Great guy.
Yeah, very great guy.
Yes,
He's awesome. And we also had Mats Frunderen. And they said the same thing. Like they don't change any equipment whatsoever from when they're in the studio to where they're on the road, because they want to keep a similar sound to when they're on stage to when they're in the studio, which is what it sounds like with a lot with you guys too.
Absolutely.
So I mean that's fucking awesome. Big props
We
to you
keep
guys.
it pretty raw. It's like our stuff's pretty like stripped down. We don't like get too fancy with like production, with like mixing things like too like overbearingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the most recent album, we actually use like for the guitars, we instead of using the amps that we had, we just like plugged straight into the recording thing, whatever the fuck he uses. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded with my guitarist from Nepal's, Jose.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were trying to pretty much dial directly in.
Yeah, it sounds good. Like I like it.
Okay. Real quick,
It sounds good.
what would you guys say is like your favorite band, like of all time? Like I know we talked about bands like that you're listening to right now, maybe your favorites right now, but like all time.
Black Dahlia.
Black Dahlia, right there.
Let's do
Where the
it
fuck
in.
are you?
Yeah.
Let's
Right
do
there.
it in. Doesn't change. Sorry, metalheads.
You don't have a voice right now.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm just kidding. But I think we all can agree that we like Black Dahlia. But also, Clayton is
So
kind of a douchebag.
what would you say
Okay,
is
out of nowhere. For no reason.
I'm just kidding.
the
I'm just
best
kidding. I
Black
love
Dahlia album out there?
Unhallowed.
Unhallowed.
you.
Okay.
Nocturnal.
Nocturnal right there.
I would say I don't know. I kind of like
Was that your introductory album though? I think that's what you said, right? Nocturnal.
That was the first album that really got my attention and made me like actually understand what I was listening to. But now that I'm like, you know, been listening to it for more than 10 years, it just feels like a much better, or not better because every single album they've done is great, but it feels like a more cohesive unit as a full album. And like I can appreciate that, you know, like it shows true
they did come into
thought
their own,
and kind of
they came into their own, that the sound that they kind of kept since then.
Right.
Since
Yeah.
Like his vocals are different on that than they were with Miasma or like in Hollow, for instance.
On Hollow, I mean, those are staples. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, Nocturnal as a whole, that was a big game changer, not just for us, but for the entire genre.
Yeah,
really
it was
fun to play that for guitar too.
Yeah.
I would say Miasma's my favorite, just because like they've got the Las Vegas.
You know what's
scenic
funny
things
is that
that
Trevor
Yeah,
ranks that
Yeah,
album
it's kinda
like
cool.
Trevor came out and ranked all of the Black Dahlia albums that are his favorites or that he thinks are the best, and Miasma is like super low on there. But
Yeah, I did see that.
yeah,
I
and
did see
Unhollowed
that.
is like probably number one. I think he had.
I like
No, I think it
though.
was Nightbringers, honestly, but I
Okay,
don't.
yeah. Nightbringers and Unhollowed was like at the top of the list.
Yeah,
for sure.
and I'm not sure if like he did Nightbringers at the very top just to you know promote like this album's the best. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
new.
true.
Even if he,
was
but
good too, though.
even if he did think it was the best album, I would agree with him because it's a masterpiece.
It's
man.
really
Nightbringers.
good.
That is a
Nightbringers.
great fucking album.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
fucking sick.
And we're talking about only what 38 minutes,
Yeah.
34 or 38
But
minutes
Somewhere
worth of
around
music.
there, yeah.
You gotta
And
be
dude,
fair.
that's a journey.
You have
That's
to
a
be
journey.
fair.
It really is. It
They're
really is.
all-
Another big one for me and Justin, we jammed it just on the way here, was Impending Doom's first full length.
Oh, dude,
Nail Dead Risen.
dude. Honestly, it's very rare that I hear that name.
And we used to
Impending
play with
Doom.
them back in the day a bunch too. So
Shit, really?
that was definitely a big one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one for me. Was gonna be
Yeah, and I
probably
mean,
Impending Doom.
I don't know, like if you're going back to like really good MySpace shit back in the day, it was like Impending Doom, Partisan Turbine, Revenants.
We actually have a
Something
funny
terrible.
story about
Yeah.
Impending Doom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
We
real
watched
quick.
the kids knocked out, and then they prayed for him afterwards.
So, real quick. You guys are about to play tonight, correct? Okay. So, how about this lineup though? Like, you guys seen a couple of the bands play tonight. Obviously, you know you're good friends with Nephrectomy. Is there any bands that you guys have seen tonight so far that you're a really big fan of here in the Colorado scene?
The first band that I saw,
I'm pretty sure we played with them before.
Platismographia?
Yeah, we played with them at the Bar.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it was either Implements or my other band, Pulse, but I played with them.
They
And
sounded pretty like
Yeah.
they sounded pretty good, pretty raw.
It might have been both
Yeah.
times.
The guitar player was
Heavy,
fucking killing it.
Yeah.
I talked
yeah.
to him for a little bit.
I like the riffs on the second band too.
Vomiting Entrails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like, I like their shit. Like all the stuff is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a decent group of people in there. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a really good, solid lineup. Happy birthday, Jewel. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Michael Scott version. You only sing the harmonies.
Wait, who the fuck is what?
Michael Scott, motherfucker, The Office.
Hey,
Do you even have Netflix? What the?
Okay, we're taking him out. Don't worry.
Yeah,
hey,
alright,
shut your
thank-
bitch ass up,
thank
motherfucker! I'll
you.
take you down with me. I'll put you in the grave with me.
All of a sudden, tough guy, big hit.
13 years in the band is
Hey,
too
hey,
long.
don't talk about my
Sayonara, motherfucker.
My head's really big, but it's not. You be nice.
So real quick, bucket list bands that you guys have been dying to see that you would Bury Your Dead.
I've seen
Yes.
them.
I have not seen them once, and I really want to. So
Yeah, they're getting back together. They just released a new track recently. So
Only with Matt Russo. You talking about Collateral?
yeah, that's what Matt.
Yeah,
the new one.
that shit's good. I
It
mean,
is
it's
good.
kind of like the same
It's
thing.
like Cover Your Tracks type shit.
Yeah.
And it's the song title is Tom Cruise movie, so it kind of makes sense. They're like coming back to the Cover Your Tracks kind of style,
Okay.
where every song was like
Yeah.
a Tom Cruise movie.
But
title.
it sounds like that shit that's fucking with Sirens of Titan, Slaughterhouse 5, all those books or whatever by that same author. I like that he does that. That's kind of like pretty cool. Like first Cover Your Tracks.
When
you
we
know,
go
Tom
to
Cruise.
Chicago, I'm excited to see Despondency. That'll be their first time in the U.S.
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
They've been a huge band for me since forever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm stoked on that.
Honestly,
That's gonna be insane.
I'd honestly go for Melissa Divinity. They released that one album last year, and honestly, yeah. Honestly, that was one of the biggest surprises for me last year, because, like, holy shit, you know, that album was just nasty. It was pretty well produced for what it is. It was technical. It was heavy, slammy, kind of.
Where are you going to go see him?
When? Or where?
When? Or where?
You know, I don't have...
Because we're going to be touring from Texas to Chicago with them.
Oh, shit.
For the Pulse, yeah.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
With Cerebral Effusion and Indecent Excision, so...
Shit, dude. Honestly...
That's in like 2 days I'll be doing that.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Honestly, like, right now I don't have, you know, money to travel to go to shows, because, like, honestly, right now I am saving up money to go to Las Vegas Death Fest next year.
There you go. Worth it. See you there.
Hell yeah. I'll see you there,
I'll be
too.
playing there in Sundown.
Okay, okay.
Actually, Las Vegas Death Fest next year, we're gonna play, but also I'm gonna be playing for Phalloplasty. One-man slam band. Zach motherfucking Shaw. So it's gonna be his
trying to
first.
get on there for a while.
No,
it's been a while since he's been
so
on.
He's so fucking good.
He is, man. And
he has needed a band, like an actual band, for so long. And
Yeah.
I think Logan is a great addition.
In 2017, he told me everyone did a full line because he wanted to get.
well, that was 2017, motherfucker.
Yeah, this is
2017.
It's 2019, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty new to Vegas, but ever since I moved out to Vegas.
Plus Logan is homies with him, so
yeah,
you know,
he's been one of
he
my
might
best
not have been
friends.
comfortable with anybody else.
He's been one of my best friends since I moved out to Vegas, and he kind of just came to me.
He's kind of the reason he got into implements too.
That's actually 100% true. Yeah, he was the guy that hit me up and said, "Yo, these guys need a guitar player." But yeah, no, it's gonna be the first time that he's ever played with a full band. He's not gonna play guitar at all. And Phalloplasty, I mean, they're over 10 years old, so
Yeah.
you know, sorry,
Yeah.
But you know, they're good, man. I'm sorry, he's good. He's good. You know, he's got good shit. So it's gonna be a big one, man. Like with a full band, if he gets the right musicians, there's still a couple guys that we gotta fill in. That's gonna be some monstrous shit. But yeah, Death Fest next year. Death Fest is gonna be a big one, dude. It's gonna be fucking fun.
So,
I want to play Death Fest.
We are, motherfucker.
do it.
Yeah, shout out to Big Mike for getting
Hell
the
yeah,
song.
dude.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Let's go around real quick. There's a lot of fucking good slammy shit coming out this year. You know, I mean, already we've got the new Disentomb, which, in my opinion, is a masterpiece.
Their most recent video, he actually wore my other band's
Really? Really?
He's into that stuff that we're doing. So
Hell yeah. Big shout out to Disentomb.
And I mean, speaking of Black Dahlia, when they did that Hollow tour like a year or two ago, Disentomb was with them.
Yes.
And I saw them in Vegas.
Hell yeah.
You know, the original time I saw Disentomb was at LVDF and hung out with Henry and
Hell yeah.
God, and it was a great time.
Hell yeah.
What?
So,
You said God?
Jod,
Oh, John.
Jordan.
fuck God.
Not today, Jesus.
Not today, Jeebus.
He takes care of my lungs.
But anyways, you know, there's a lot of good slimy shit coming out this year. You know, like I said, we have already got, you know, the new Disentomb out. New Devourment's coming out.
I like title play.
I did like that.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Aren't they coming out with a new one this year?
Well, hopefully Sepulchrancy can get their shit out soon too.
Holy shit. They need to come out with a new one.
Hopefully,
Hey.
hopefully, Implements of Hell drops a new album this year.
Oh, yep, we working on it. Boy,
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh shit. Hell
Get
yeah.
that shit done.
calling it out. Fuck all you guys.
I mean, we also got like new Putrid Pile coming out,
Yep.
Visceral Disgorge,
Yep.
fucking Wormed, fucking.
I hope I don't get in trouble.
Oh, you will. Trust me. I'm just kidding.
We'll figure it out tomorrow.
What would you guys say is your most anticipated release of 2019?
For me, Devourment, because they got Ruben back. I saw them play LVDF, and Ruben's always been one of my favorite vocalists. Molesting Decapitated is a huge one for me. And,
Oh fuck yeah, that album's
Justin.
iconic, dude.
So, you know, and already the few tracks that they've already released are just monstrous, and so
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah.
Turnover and Development.
Okay. Okay.
Probably Devourment for me too, and then also the Volodini Bomb Justice. I was looking forward to that one too.
Yeah, it's already out, man.
What has been out?
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
you listened to it yet? Or?
Yeah, it just came out like not too
Yeah.
long
What do
ago.
you think of it?
I liked it. I liked most of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I liked Finesse better, but
Yeah. You know, I liked Psychostatistic Design. I can't talk properly with my drunk ass right now.
They got so many stupid ass words that don't
I
even make sense.
I know.
They're not even words.
Yep.
But I really liked that album. This new album,
Immaculation.
That's a real word.
yeah,
it's not.
it is.
Let's not get into that right now.
That is
Like,
not
Back
the
to the
word.
question.
You don't know what real words are,
Don't
so.
use big words on me. The new album, Mob Justice, I can tell they went with more of a deathcore kind of sound. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's still slimy as fuck, but like, you know, they changed the sound up a little bit, you know, and I dig it. Honestly, like it sounds fresh, you know, and that fucking guest vocal, you know, Gutalax, like holy shit, you know,
Yeah,
that was fucking sick.
That was sick, yeah.
Personally, you know, my most anticipated albums this year, you know, Pathology. I'm a huge fan of Pathology. Visceral Discords, of course, Devourment, because like, you know.
Pathology actually had me in for just a minute before they got the Odeon vocals.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I had you know, I was really busy with going on tour and stuff, and they, you know, he lives over there, I live in Vegas, and he lives over in Cali, so it just made more sense. And
Okay.
he fits really well, so I'm glad we got him.
Oh.
But it was pretty cool jamming with them a few times and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard all the new album of Pathology and stuff like that. Their guitarist had me check it out with him when we were on tour recently in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
because he was in Condemned, touring with them.
What would you
Real
say
big for
about the
them.
album? Just, you don't have to, you know, tell like the exact like
Well,
how this riff goes and how that riff
well,
goes.
I mean, it's still Pathology, so I mean, I can't say that it's like too dissimilar to what they've been doing, you know.
yeah.
But you know, they do add like some different things here. There's some melody and some songs that maybe aren't going to be people's favorites, but I feel like they wanted to do what they want to do. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because they got, you know, it's kind of a new lineup basically.
Yeah,
besides
yeah,
the
yeah.
drummer.
Yeah, I saw that lineup last year when they came through on a tour with Parasitic Ejaculation and fuck, what was the name of that other band? No. What the fuck was that band? It starts with an A, like
The Wiggles.
Amy. Bro, I would pay a disgusting amount of money if Pathology came through on a tour with the Wiggles.
Yummy, yummy.
Crowd kill right now.
They're going to be playing Chicago Domination Fest with us as well.
Okay.
The Wiggles.
LZ.
What the fuck was that other band?
We gotta be labeling.
Animus? Or
Animus.
something?
Animus,
Animus.
yeah.
Animus, there we go.
They're sick.
Yeah.
Aduma.
Anal.
What?
Anal.
When?
Now.
Alright, just gonna start. My pants are down.
Bro, let me get on some of that shit.
Bro moment.
If we're talking about A bands, let me just say,
Alka-Seltzer.
rest in peace, Seth Putnam. Anal cunt.
Yep. Yep. Rest in peace.
Terrible band. Not very good at all.
You know, if we got a listener who's a huge Anal Cunt fan.
James from Nephrectomy loves them. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys know this guy, Jonah. He's you know, big guy in the
I'm
Colorado
sorry,
scene.
Jonah.
Jonah, fuck you, Anal Cunt.
Sorry,
Fuck
dude.
You. What?
He has to be.
A moment of silence.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Someone certify this bro moment.
Close this.
Bruh.
Probably.
Bruh.
I drink a lot of green tea.
You drink a lot of water,
So he got you right on the right spot.
Stay hydrated with those White Claws, motherfucker.
Bro, that's like the Kyle drink of all the alcohol related
No,
drinks.
that's too good for Kyle. That's the Chad. That's the Chad drink.
What the
Okay.
fuck is a Chad? This
No,
bitch
you're
called
a
me a
Chad.
Chad last night.
Yeah.
Because
Because if you're gonna drink White Claws, you might as well be named fucking Chad. You're Kyle's cousin.
he
When are we
called me a
playing?
Chad. He
Because
called
it's
me a
10:20.
Chad because I fucking
Oh, yeah,
sprayed
yeah.
my feet.
we might have to wrap it up soon. to get set up.
Let's wrap it up right now, guys.
Love you.
thank you guys so much for taking your time to, be on this. We're so happy to have you out here. I'm so happy to have you out here. Like I said, thank you guys so much for, taking the time to talk a little bit on my podcast. And, yeah.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun doing this.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Smoke beer, drink weed.
Exactly.
Smoke
Right
beer,
there.
drink weed.
Yes. Yes. All right. Bye.
All right, dope. That does it for this episode. Next week, we got our homies in Crown Magnetar on the show, so be sure to listen into that. Thank you for the support. Thanks for listening in, and as always, we'll see you next time.